Good morning. I have a question for y'all. Are you seeming to find that your Christian walk can be difficult? That you get stuck in these different things that hold you back, hold on to you? Check this out. We're in Luke chapter 21, starting at verse 34, which says, this is Jesus talking. He says, "But take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and the cares of this life, that day come on you unexpectedly." He's talking about, some people will say he's talking about his second return, his second coming, where he comes down to the earth and conquers. Some people might say he's talking about his rapture, where he's going to come in the clouds, and that day would come upon you unexpectedly. But here's the point. We can leave that to the theologians for figuring that out. But if you are stuck in carousing, drunkenness, and the cares of this life, if these things are holding on to you, and it's going to be different for every person, you could look at the cares of this life as, you just think about it for a second for yourself. It could mean a different thing. But if that is actually your main focus, and your main focus is not the Lord, then you're going to have troubles. And that day is going to come upon you unexpectedly. For it will come as a snare on all those who dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch therefore, and pray always that you may be counted worthy to escape these things which will come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Praying, a big part of, you separate yourself from the cares of this life, but you're going to fill yourself with something. You got to use that time for something. And that time should be taken up with, one, talking to the Lord in prayer. Pray always that you may be counted worthy. And the second thing we're going to see after to fill up your time with, it's after Jesus finishes that teaching time where he's talking. Look what he says in Luke 21:37. He says, "And in the daytime he, Jesus, was teaching in the temple, but at night he went out and stayed on the mountain called Olivet. Then early in the morning, all the people came to him in the temple to hear him." Jesus' life was taken up. He put off the cares of this life, and he filled it with prayer and the Word of God. He taught it. He studied it as a young person. He was it. He wrote it. That was his life. And for you and I, if we want to have a victorious Christian life, put off the cares of this life and fill yourself with prayer and the Word of God. Thank you very much. God bless.
Oh, wait. I was waiting to catch you. Thank you so much for staying. This is so important. If you like the video, I want you to like it, subscribe, and this is the important part. Share it with your friends so that they can like it too. Cool? Thanks. Now I'm going to race and beat them.